Hello, 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 insiders. It's Nicole, aka NR the Insider, and I'm back with another video that you guys have all been waiting on. See, I got my glasses on today because I'm not playing with y'all. This is some information that you need, okay? So today's video is all about how to get into big law, okay? Trying to get that bread, that shmoney, I'm about to put you on, okay? Make sure you like and subscribe and even comment down below, even before you watch the video. Just say something. So the first way to get into big law, and the way that we all already know, is to have good grades. Your 1L grades are super, super important because that's what the big law firms are going to be going off of. So most schools do, or I think maybe all law schools do their OCI after the 1Ls have finished their full year. So that means that they're only going off your 1L grades, so you gotta go hard in the paint during 1L, okay? You cannot let up. Now, if your grades aren't the best, if you're not in the top 5%, top 10%, don't let that discourage you, because I'm not gonna tell you my GPA or my class rank, but I was not in the top 1% or anything like that. And your girl ended up in big law. So I can do it, you can do it too, okay? Just try your hardest to get good grades, but I have some other tips for you guys in case maybe you don't end up where you wanna be. So the second tip, network, network, network. I'm sure you've heard this all the time, but I'm telling you, like, it actually works. First of all, like I just told you guys, I wasn't in like the top 1%. And so I didn't even think I was gonna get into big law. So what I did was, and I was just being, you know, a little negative Nancy, but what I did was I pretty much contacted as many lawyers as I could find from the firms that I wanted to work in. I would email them. I had this cute little email pitch that I would send them, telling them I wanted to get lunch or coffee or something, even though I don't like coffee. But you gotta do what you gotta do. If you gotta chug that caffeine to make sure you can connect with somebody, you gotta do that. And don't be shy, because lawyers are, most of them, actually I think everybody said yes unless they were super busy. And if they were busy, they pointed me to somebody else. So don't be afraid to network. And it's nice because now you don't have to do it in person. So you can easily just set up a little Zoom thing, or Microsoft Teams, whatever you want to use, but you don't even have to pull up to the office. You can easily find somebody on LinkedIn or the firm's website to set up a meeting. So you can also make sure you have some really decent work experience on your resume. And I feel like during my interviews, it made me more marketable because I had stuff to talk about. Even though my GPA wasn't way up there, I had some good work experience. So as you guys know, I took a gap year after undergrad, and I didn't do anything like, I didn't even do anything law related, but I was able to talk about how the skills I developed could work for me as a lawyer. I also did internships in undergrad, and during law school, I interned as much as I can. So during 1L summer, I had 2 different internships, and I was a research assistant for one of my professors. 2L fall, and we had OCI after 2L fall because of the pandemic. But anyway, 2L fall, I interned as well. And I was also a research assistant. So I was just really trying to get some good work experience on my resume. And I have some friends who, well, this is not related to big law, but I have some friends who didn't take a gap year and they just went straight through undergrad, and they wanted to develop their resume too. So they were doing public interest work and they interned all through law school, but that doesn't matter because we're not talking about that. So anyway, if you want to get into big law, try to have some good work experience in undergrad, during your gap year, and during your 1L summer. 4, get to know the firm. Now, everybody says that all the firms are the same, but I promise you they're not. So some firms have a reputation for being more aggressive. Some firms have a reputation for having people that are laid back and really nice. It just depends on actually where the firm is, like New York, DC, California. Firms in these different places have different reputations. What kind of firm it is, sometimes, well, anyway, just get to know the firm, and you need to know what practice areas they specialize in, which attorneys they have that are just out there popping that everybody knows. You should know that firm like the back of your hand, because you don't want to go in the interview or even on your cover letter, you want to sound like there's something unique that you know about that firm, okay? Number 5, cast a wide net. Now, there are so many ways to get into big law. It's not just OCI. You can also apply for diversity scholarships. I have friends who got into big law through that. There are lots of job fairs out there. I also know people who got big law positions through job fairs early on in law school. Talk to your professors. Lots of your law school professors have worked in big law before they became professors. So if you're interested in a particular firm and there's a professor that used to work there, you need to reach out to them and they can put you on. When I was going through OCI and I got the call back from the firm that I really wanted, I emailed all the professors I could find. I was like, do you know anybody that works here? Like, please, this is where I want to be. Okay, so use your professors as a resource, even if this is a professor that you've never even had class with, because the more people that get into big law or even get jobs in general, the school's going to look better. So professors want to help you, so use them as a resource. So insiders, this is my short and sweet video about how you can get into big law and some of the things that I did too. So if you have any questions or you want me to elaborate on something, comment down below and maybe I'll make another video. But bye, insiders.